Hey YouTube world, I'm back again with some more Walker Talk with Erica Walker, bringing you this video to talk a little bit about my experience this week at New York City Comic Con. A lot of you know today's still Sunday, and this is actually the last day of New York City Comic Con. I attended on Thursday and Friday. It is an awesome event, and if you have never gone, I highly recommend that you do. You're really going to have a good time. Let me start off. I'll talk about Thursday. We got the doors open at 10 a.m. Me, my sister, and my cousin went. We actually got there we hit Manhattan. We were in Manhattan about 9:30 when we got out by Jacob Javits Center or whatever. There's a long line to get in, but thankfully the line was moving very fast. So even though it was a long line, the line was moving very fast. So we waited online. It took us maybe 30 minutes to get inside or whatever, but yeah, well worth it. When we got to the check-in line where you have to activate your pass for the day, there were some guys there. They were giving out, you had to follow their Instagram page or whatever, and they were giving out these little toy thingies for, what is this, DC Comics, duh, Erica. There are 7 in the collection with a mystery one. I have not opened mine yet, and I'm going to do that right now on camera for you guys. And let's see what I got in here. Let's see who I got. Okay, I know what this is. I know exactly who this is. I got the Joker. If I can't put it down, you won't be able to see it. That's cool. That's cute. I'll put it up somewhere. Right? Awesome. So, also, when we got inside, the first thing I grabbed one of the programs. They give these out so you know exactly what's going on and where to find everything. We got Supergirl, bomb picture, and on the back, my favorite thing, the Walking Dead of the Negan lineup. I'm gonna keep this. You know I'm gonna keep this. That goes without saying. Probably frame it and put it up somewhere. We hit the vendors to just check out some of the stuff there. One of the main things that I wanted to get was they had this variant cover for Negan. There was actually 2 of them. Thursday I picked up this one. It's pretty dope, as you can see. Yeah, the Skybound Comic Con exclusive, New York City Comic Con exclusive. You can't. Later on in the day, we had gone to the panel for Walking Dead where Robert Kirkman was there, and if you look kind of close, you might not can see it. Once again, I got Kirkman to autograph the comic for me, thanks to my sister, because I was so tired and I was kind of dazed, and after the panel was over, I was actually about to leave, and she's like, wait a minute, she's like, come on, let's go up there, he's doing autographs. So he actually signed it in 2 places. The first place was inside, but my pen wasn't good because my dumb behind forgot to bring a Sharpie marker with me, so he actually signed it inside too, poked a hole in it, but it's all good. And my sister, she asked one of the other people, she's like, let me use your pen real quick. So we got Kirkman to sign it again. This is a little bit better down here, as you can see, but I'll get into the panel stuff later. Some of the other things I picked up, I stopped by another vendor. They were selling these nice, real thick, fuzzy socks. I don't have them with me. I bought a pair for my mom. They were Harry Potter related, but in purchasing the socks, they also gave me this nice bag. And they also gave me a comic book, Z-Man. I had never heard of this before, but I just kind of glanced through it real quick. It takes place in 1966, and it seems like there's a zombie apocalypse going on in there. But I'll look through this, and maybe I'll do a review on it later. Some other cool stuff I picked out. They gave these out, magazine, Den of Geek, as we see our guy, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, as Negan on the cover. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Also, we saw, as walking around on the vendor floors, we also saw the actor Chad Coleman, who played Tyrese on The Walking Dead there. I didn't go over to talk to him or anything, and I actually wanted to be slick and take some pictures of him, but I ain't gonna front, I got a little scared. I didn't want nobody to freak out on me for taking the pictures or whatever, so, we passed on that, which is all good. It's I'm gonna tell you this, you go to Comic Con, if you haven't been, I'm just gonna warn you now, you gotta wear some comfortable clothes and some comfortable shoes, because it's a lot of walking and a lot of standing, and you gotta have some patience, because I mean, even though it's a crowd, most people were pretty much respectful. Even if you like bumped into somebody, it was like, oh, okay, no big deal, no big. Everyone there seemed to have a pretty good vibe. And with the cosplay, some of these guys, the way they, I mean, amazing stuff that I saw. When we left out of Jacob Javits to head over to the Hammerstein Ballroom where they were doing the panel for Robert Kirkman, as we were walking, this guy, he was doing a Jason Voorhees cosplay, and I mean, when I tell you that this dude looks so official, I'm gonna talk about my cousin for a second here, because he wasn't paying attention when he was walking. When he looked up, he actually got scared. That's just how official this guy looked. But we were just such in awe of him. We didn't even think to take a picture with him, though, so we missed out on that. But like I was saying, we headed over to the Hammerstein Ballroom, and we caught the tail end of the panel for Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is, I've never seen the show, but I mean, the people in there who were fans of the show seemed to be going crazy. They were showing some clips up, I guess some previews or whatever for the show or whatever, and the fans of that show are going crazy. So maybe that's something that I will check out in the future. So like I said, we just caught the tail end of that. Then after that, there was another panel for Star Talk, which is a show that comes on National Geographic Channel, and the host of that show is this genius guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. So that was pretty cool. That's also another show that I haven't seen, but I will probably check that out too. In my opinion, that's one of the good things about Comic Con. It's even though like my main focus is always Walking Dead, most anybody who follows me knows that, but it's kind of good to go into other panels, because you just might see something and say, oh, you know, that might really spark your interest, and it could be something else for you to kind of look into, maybe another show or something that you might want to check out. So it's always good to sit in on other panels. If you say, oh, I don't have anything to do, just go sit in on a panel. Like I said, you never know who you're going to see, who you're going to meet, or what's going to spark your interest. Then after the Star Talk panel, so we got there early because you cannot reserve seats, and it's first come first serve basis. They do not clear the ballroom out, so that's why we just got there a little early to make sure that we got a good seat, which we did. We were able to move up. I want to say we sat in like maybe the 8th or 9th row or whatever. So we had pretty good seats. And we were almost right in the center. So we had a good visual of the stage or whatever when Robert Kirkman came out. It was a pretty good panel. Of course, obviously they talked about the show, the upcoming season, no spoilers, of course. And there was a lot of Q&A going on. We saw a lot of Negan cosplay in there. Some of them were really, really good. And that's also, like I was saying earlier, where Robert Kirkman autographed the comic book for me. They didn't show any, and for that panel, they didn't show any trailers. They didn't give anything away. They did that on Saturday, which I was mad I couldn't get a ticket for. So, but we'll talk about that later on. After that, we left the ballroom. We went back over to Jacob Javits, and we just hung out there for a little while longer, you know, continue to walk around and just look at a lot of the people who were dressed up and everything. It was really awesome event. Like I said, if you haven't been, I would definitely recommend that you go. So I also had tickets for Friday. Me and my cousin Mikkel went for that Friday. Now, Friday, it just was more bananas. We got there at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and it took us almost 2 hours to get inside the building. I don't know what was going on with security and how they were doing the lines, but it was bananas. Like it was like, walk up this block, now walk up the next block. The lines were ridiculous. They didn't look like lines were going in both directions, and we're like, where the heck do we go? So thankfully, once that was all said and done, which, like I said, it felt like we almost waited in line for like 2 hours just to get inside. We went back, we finally got inside. We checked out some more of the vendors once again. And I actually went back to the Skybound table, and I got the other variant cover with Negan. This is awesome. It's way more brutal. Like in this one we see right here, it looks like You see Negan, he's loaded with arrows. Somebody else had got their hands on Lucille. This is awesome. These were, once again, New York City Comic Con exclusives, and I'm glad I got my hands on this. No autograph on this one as of yet, but who knows what the future, God knows what the future holds. I checked out another vendor table, and I got this, which, let me put it here. You see that reflection? I'm sorry about the reflection on there. But you see the A-Team. We got Rick, Daryl, Michonne. That reflection is Carl. We got the scene of Rick when he bit the guy's jugular out. And at the bottom, it says they screwed with the wrong people. The artist who did this, his name is Kirk Manley. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. He actually autographed it for me. If I was thinking, I would have also took a picture with him, but I didn't. But I'm glad I got his autograph. I would recommend that you check out some of his work. He has an Instagram page and a Twitter page. Like I said, his name is Kirk Manley. He has some really awesome stuff. So, I mean, if you can get your hands on some of his artwork, I would definitely recommend it. Oh, also, while we were waiting in line on Friday, you know, there's people lining up on the streets. They were giving out this book, The Gilded Cage by Vic James. Never heard of them before, but they were saying that if you liked Harry Potter, which I am a fan of Harry Potter, they said you would like this book. So I'm going to check this out. I'm going to read it and, you know, maybe in the future give you guys a review, my little thoughts and opinions on this. So, but that's in the future ways off. This was my Friday badge, which we have Carol. On this one, and I don't know if I pointed it out, we had Maggie on the Thursday badge. Pretty awesome, nice, cool memorabilia to keep. And that Friday, we checked out Artist Alley, which is in the lower part of the Jacob Javits Center, where obviously it's a lot of different comic book artists, and you know, where they're displaying their work, their comics, illustrations, and all that other kind of good stuff. You know, all in all, that was a very good day, and I'm glad I went. God willing, I look forward to going again next year. Hopefully next year I'm able to get my hands on the Saturday ticket, even though I can only imagine that Saturday would be bananas there at Jacob Javits for the Comic Con. But I'm willing to do it. We also saw some awesome Negan cosplay. We took a picture with a couple of the cosplay. I'll insert them at the end of this video. Coming up next is Walker Stalker Atlanta. And I got tickets, and I am really looking forward to that. And you guys stay tuned for the future. Some great videos are coming up. I cannot wait to share my moments at that with you. I can't wait for it. 2 more weeks, right? 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. Whatever. But looking forward to that. You guys be on the lookout for that. And also, yesterday, Saturday, at the Walking Dead panel that they did at Madison Square Garden for Comic Con, they also showed a sneak peek for season 7 Walking Dead. I'm going to be putting up another video later on my thoughts and my opinions on that video, so stay on the lookout for that. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, hit like on this video, give me some thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Let me know what other kind of videos you would like to see. I look forward to bringing you guys more and more in the future. And in the meantime, y'all stay blessed. God is good all the time. Okay, New York City Comic Con. We up in here. Say what's up to the good people. You're not looking at my camera, Kel. Say hi. Oh, wait a minute.
Hi. Comic Con 2016.
We're going to be up on YouTube channel. We out here at Comic Con. It's still early. I'm already tired though. I'm just playing. I'm kidding. I need some coffee though, for real.
everybody. Get.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just waited online like almost 2 hours to get in here, and we still not in.